the world. What a world it is. It took serious modifications to my body to survive in Brainiac's frozen wasteland. As for my mind, Dr. Frias always has a plan. But I couldn't plan our way out of this one. Time and time again, I refused to join Amanda Waller and her task force. All the evidence suggested my involvement would do little to save the world. But I could save our world. Eventually, the calls stopped coming, and we were alone. Until now. I received a communication from another Waller. Another dimension, another chance. This Waller seems different. More calculating. Her task force sounds marginally more competent. They've already begun a counterattack against Brainiac. But as always with Waller, there was a deal to be made. Her world's greatest scientific minds working on a cure. For my assistance in recovering the Flash. Send a scientist to find a scientist. I see the logic. If her people can reach us, it'll prove their capabilities. And if they can't, it's still me and you against the world. Nora.
I'm handing the comm. This is it, Task Force X. We'll deploy a jammer to get eyes on you, while Dr. Frias makes final preparations. Then get her and her wife back to the Hall of Justice. We need her. So try not to be yourselves for once.
Hold on to your lunches, guys!
Even with the watchtowers down, the scholarship is scanning for Dr. Frias' signature.
As such, I'll have to rely on you to create a diversion and escort her back to your world. I'll draw fire and follow you through the portal once Nora is safe. Should anything happen to her, I will snap each of your spines. Slowly.
Those are the coordinates, Doctor.
Please don't make a spectacle of yourselves in front of Dr. Frias. Aiming for Deadshot. Cannot touch me here. That was terrifying.
This is what winning feels like.
Not a complete disaster.
Well done, Task Force. Get yourselves to the jammer.
We are lucky to have avoided that blast. Focusing on a new target.
Under fire. Nailed it. What's next?
No rest for a god. Objective complete.
Now that you're
way! Scurry home to your feeble, fleeting safety, before I rip it away, Earthlings.
Bring it on! I'm really living when they're dying.
Always bet on Boomerang.
This is even better than getting more teeth.
Come on, Sharko, it's one frozen lady. How hard can it be?
Kid, get down here.
Victoria Frias, I presume.
Amanda Waller. So tell me again about the partner benefits.
The deductibles are hell.
Whoa! Like a giant collectible! She's in mint condition! BNIB!
Nora has undergone vitrification. She is not an action figure.
I think they are bonding.
Shark, we didn't go through all that to make friends. We need her tech to win the war.
Statistically, it's extremely unlikely you can stop Brainiac.
Come on. I thought you'd be up for taking the long shot, no matter the cost.
Oh, tingly.
These are your world's finest scientific minds? What happened here?
I am more of a hobbyist, but I would also be happy to assist.
And you get to hang out with us while your Sheila's defrosting. No offense.
I'll be frank, Dr. Frias. You want Task Force X to take you and your wife back to the Ice Age? Fine. But you know a better offer isn't coming. For either of you.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Name your price.
There might be a teeny nanite bomb in your head, Clive.
Do it. For Nora. No matter the cost.
Good for them. Cute couple. You got strong and you got silent.
I eliminate Brainiac from the multiverse, and you fulfill your end of the deal. Yes?
First, a little downtime, Doctor. Luther has some files on metahuman tissue regeneration that I'd like an expert opinion on.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll look after her. Does she like store brand or name brand? I've got protein bars.
Task Force X. I want the flashback here in one piece, so pay attention.
In order for us to retrieve the Flash from the Skull ship, you will first need to remove the Data Vault's defenses, reveal the vault, and defeat this Brainiac iteration.
Get all of that? I hope so.
This is not the right way. I never pull over!
You're going to keep up with this constant fight, aren't you? Like tenacious dogs.
Anyone got anything?
Pass up on my foes!
Honestly.
Ready for interdimensional travel, comrades? I am.
Welcome to yet another disturbing Elseworld. I'm going to be taking point on this operation. I will be relaying Director Fuller's orders.
Focusing on a new target! No rest.
With the hard work well underway, all you need to do is destroy the giant gun. Unit to tech support. Get to it, Task Force X.
It all ran guns. Coloring.
I suspect Brainiac's engineering is form over function. I look forward to testing my hypothesis.
Collect the Terminat remains. There are only hope against the weapon.
Heads up! One for ya!
I'm that tireless as the ocean.
Something nice, hot, fresh.
I see the cannon's weak point. Fire upon it with me. I can carry no more. Weapon, prepare to meet your end.
Looks like you might have hit a wall here, Task Force X.
Get those Terminat chunks, people!
Targeting both.
Yes. Show us your weakness, Falcanon. We shall shoot it.
I advise taking down the weak point is secured, Earthlings. Try again. The weapon is exposed. How expert you are at misusing my technology.
Pack has identified the Terminat remains for us.
Initiate new firing sequence.
its energy weapon. To hit the weapon with them.
Well, no sense crying over spilt nanofluids.
I can already feel this facility's stimulating effects. Back up. What I understand is Innocent's unscrupulous tactics. Perhaps we should do the same to take down this large weapon.
What's the Earthling term? Flies in the ointment. Buzz along now.
Selecting new.
After a comprehensive study of the gun's behavior, I would recommend near constant movement. Best of luck.
Local forces, let the aerial mines deal with the Earthling pests. Credit where it's due. Your Earth Army's invented these guns.
Gather as much of the terminal remains as you can carry. Sharks and toxins combined
Let's try something new. Revising firing pattern. It's going to take more than that, Task Force X. Force X. Those mines are quite real. Try not to touch.
We better grab those terminal chunks. That's all for you.
An object lesson, units. Don't let the shark close the distance.
I did it! I have enough Terminat remains to deploy against the spot marked by hack.
Killer laser incoming!
Now have a new bomb to contend with.
Excuse me, I am now in a feeding frenzy! I have what I need. Now to hit the weapon with them.
No, we're far from done here, saboteurs. Have I taken down the
Let
shark?
the Terminat remain. There are only hope against the weapon.
This next firing pattern is an old favorite.
Shooting the big shell! It's firing the beam! Take cover!
You really intend on breaking your momentum to save a non-human? From simple Terminaut to mighty destroyer.
I can carry no more. Weapon, prepare to meet your end.
It's a gargantuan weapon. It can take it.
I'll drop this one. We better grab those terminal chunks.
Focusing on a new target.
Moving to engage the enemy. I have what I need. Now to hit the weapon with them. Artillery above!
Grab those chunks! They're the only way to open that thing up! Aiming for death.
So they brought reinforcements.
Thunder!
More bad guys. What are we waiting for?
Bring me the Flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
There's nothing here for you but death, Task Force X. I've seen to it personally. Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. All right, good enough for me.
I tried to research this move of the Kryptonians. You Earthlings are disgusting. I made changes. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more? Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
We all go through Brainiac.
Let's consider the other side of the equation now. I should always try to begin with proven theory. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Ah, yes. I can see the variables much more clearly now.
I'll drop this one.
This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these?
So throw that was, didn't even come back.
I come bearing gifts in the form of your searing mutilation. Even you four can appreciate such brutal simplicity. Even I make room for the more useful classics.
They're lost.
I need to get this one back.
Be gone now. A brief present.
You might think wind would be less combustible. And yet... not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler. And much smaller. A little quick preparation first. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you all were, a different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes.
Nothing looks better than a pin around my finger.
Airborne and immobilized.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks, especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you.
Nah. By law, You have the right to devour me.
Not much variation here, but there is potential. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. And yet you foolishly persist, for days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element. Oh, good. You're still here. Don't move.
I love smashing stuff. Thanks, Soups.
Target practice, that's all that was.
No, in your face.
I can be
You might think wind would be less combustible. And yet... I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a... language bleed through. Right, once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience... This data is beginning to give diminishing
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
I will have a collection of relics to rival my father's.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.